Hi, I'm Jo and welcome to my video all about the power of numbers, including how numbers affect you and your personality using name numerology. Numbers have a massive impact on all aspects of our lives, and in the modern world we literally couldn't live without them. And here are some examples that I wanted to share with you. The first is the moment at which we're born. It's recorded as a number, and we actually need that number throughout our entire lives, don't we? We're always being asked for our date of birth as proof of who we are. We can't actually get a bank account without it, or even a driving licence, and it forms a massive part of our security these days. Now, another big area that's all about numbers is money, and obviously in any modern society everything unfortunately is based around money. But if you think about it, money is just numbers, and those numbers can have a really interesting effect on us. So just think about how you feel when you check your bank account. Now, if there's a minus in front of the balance, you probably feel a bit depressed. If the minus is in front of a really big number, you might feel extremely depressed, even desperate. And some people even feel suicidal when they see the numbers that represent their lack of wealth. Now, the opposite is also true. I'm sure that you'd feel ecstatic if someone had secretly put a huge sum of money into your bank account, and when you checked your balance, you were, say, 573,000 in credit. It would have a massive impact on your emotions in a really positive way. So numbers can really affect our emotions, as that just shows. Now, another interesting area to do with numbers is phone numbers. Now, we're so used to the phone in this day and age that we completely take it for granted. But if you look back 200 years, what on earth would our ancestors have thought of what we can do today? It's incredible, really, if you think back to how they were 200 years ago or even 100 years ago, that we can contact anyone and speak to them anywhere in the entire world just by keying in a number into a little machine. Now, without that number, we just can't contact them. So a number can actually connect us with anybody on this planet. But as I say, decades ago, that wasn't possible. And another interesting area with numbers is calendars. And obviously, as you know, we record everything throughout history with numbers. And some particularly well-known numbers that everyone's familiar with are dates of things like battles and wars. So 1066 is instantly recognisable for anyone who studied any kind of history as the Battle of Hastings. 1939 is recognisable to most people as the start of World War II. And sadly, more recently, a very recognisable number that conjures up an awful lot of emotion is 9/11. And obviously that marked the bombing of the Twin Towers. So that number of 9/11 signifies something horrific that occurred on a particular day in recent times, and it stirs up a lot of feeling when people see or hear that number. Now, another area is time. Now, obviously, our daily time is based on numbers, so much of what we do throughout our day and our month is based on time. We can arrange to meet someone at a specific time, like say 6:30, and that number is what we'll record in our diary to help us to remember the meeting. Most of us carry these numbers on our wrists and look at them on a really regular basis through our watches. Weights and measures are all numbers, so everything that we buy and sell, they have to have the numbers to give the weights and the measures, else we wouldn't know what we were buying. So really the entire basis of our modern world is all numbers. And just to relate that to how it affects you with your name, using numerology, every letter of our name has a numerical value, which means that our names have meanings that go far beyond the simple meanings that you find in name books. Now, when we learn about the meanings of the numbers associated with our names using numerology, we can understand our personality traits, the type of career we're best suited to, what our true destiny in life is, and much, much more than that as well. And you can also understand your partner much better if you look at the meaning of their numerology numbers, and you can also learn how compatible you are based on the different numbers that you each have for different areas of your life. So if you've ever wondered if your name actually does mean anything, hopefully this video has helped to show you that because of the power of numbers, which are everywhere, our names can mean a whole lot. Now, you can get a free numerology report about what your name means on my website if you want to know more. and my website is truemeaningofnames.com. And you can also find out lots more about name numerology, and I show you step by step on my website how to calculate each of the different important numbers that relate to your name and date of birth. Anyway, thank you for watching. You might enjoy my other videos, which are about names and numerology too, and I'll speak to you again soon.